It's raining. It's one of the first, it's been raining a little bit the last week or so, but this is the first like big rain, like big one that we've had this year, I think. There might have been one more before, but it's been going on for a while too. I don't know if you can see it. These poor dogs are left out. They live right there in this, behind this gate, but they're wet, all wet now. Well, they can go under that thing. It's not cold either. It's like, it cools down a little when it's raining, but it's still like probably above 25 for sure. I don't know if you could see the rain. In a lot of areas, it like temporarily floods whenever there's a huge rain. In my first apartment, it would get really flooded. You could see a little tiny bit happening here. I had planned, if you watched the last live stream, I was talking about today. Today I was going to go to Lone Star. It was a restaurant I went to like 2 weeks ago to get tacos. Because every day, different day of the week, they do a different food thing. And I heard they do really good barbecue there. So I messaged them and I said, when is your barbecue rib day? And they said Sunday. So I thought, oh baby, I'm going to come back on Sunday. And then now the weather's like this. When it rains like this too, it's really hard to get a tuk-tuk. They all they turn themselves off. Starting to flood on the other side too there. Puppies. They could go under this thing or under those trees, or they could come over where I'm standing too. Got 3 people here. Thought I'd show you guys the first big rainstorm we're getting. Howdy. I had plans to go get food, but I decided not to go out. But I'm still doing a live. We just changed plans to be about the rain because it's pouring. It's the first like monsoon of the year. It's rained a bit earlier this week, but I think this is the first huge one. There's already some little bit of flooding happening. DJ Riverside says, greetings from sunny England. He's coming out here in the fall to do a course and then do teaching, and he's also a legendary DJ. He's got his own channel about DJing. So if you're into that or you want to see what he's up to, you can check out his channel. DJ Riverside. Riverside, side. Beside the river. So I was going to get ribs today, but this changed my plans. And then, yeah, it does. I don't know the temperature. It's probably like 26 instead of 35 or something. So it's, yeah, it cools it, and there's a breeze. I was going to do a live stream and get ribs, and then for an hour, and then after that, the AVSE course I always talk about, that's the Tesla course I did. There's a link in the description. A few of my subscribers have taken my advice and signed up, and they're in the May. There's a class every month, so there's 2 people that have been referred by me, and they're in the May Tesla course. And so they landed yesterday, probably. And then tonight, which is Sunday night, AVSC hosts a welcome dinner for all the people in the class. And I was going to go to that and meet those people and make a video about it so that other people thinking about joining, they can see like real people that are doing it, and I'll talk to them and stuff. So I was going to get ribs, do a live stream, and then after that, go to that dinner I was just talking about. And now now it's raining like crazy. So because it's raining like crazy, I thought whenever it rains here too, it doesn't go on for hours and hours and hours. It's usually like 2 hours and it stops. So I thought I could replace the live stream with showing you the rain, and then hopefully by the time that dinner is supposed to start later, and the rain will die down, and then I can go out and make that video. Let's see what people are saying. Do you speak French also? They speak French in Canada? Yeah, it's supposed to be bilingual. There's one province that's totally French. And we learn it in school a little bit, but like most people don't speak French. But on all of anything you buy in Canada, everything has English and French written on it. Everything. So we end up seeing the French word for like everything all the time when we're buying anything. And so if it's written somewhere, I could probably tell you what it mostly, like I could probably guess what it means or something, but I can't speak. But just a lot of the vocab would look familiar to me, and I remember it from school a little bit. Like I probably did 5 years of French, a little bit. But I'm not out there like I can't go around and speak to somebody, but it would look familiar to me. Maddo's Adventures. G'day, mate. Pissing rain there, and pissing rain here in Melbourne. Yeah. She's pissing her down. So Lars says in Finland, they've got Finnish and Swedish written on a lot of their stuff. But he doesn't speak Swedish. Hey Lars, do you ever, this is a random question. There's a comedian, an American comedian, talk show host that I follow a lot named Conan O'Brien. And then he did YouTube videos a lot, and then he has a podcast now, and he visits places around the world, and he went to Finland one time. And he always talks about a drink that they made him have, this liquor. And I forget what it's called. It's like Korsakova or something. I'm pronouncing it. I can't remember what he said. It was a lot of episodes ago. But whenever someone from Finland comes up, he brings that up. Yeah. Korva, exactly. There was a whole episode on, he kept saying it wrong, and the person's trying to repeat it again and again and trying to get him to say it right. Maddo says he loves sitting and watching the rain after a hot spell. Yeah. It feels like you can finally breathe again. Sometimes it's so humid, it's like finally like, the humidity breaks. Check out the parking lot over there, it's totally flooded. It's not deep, it's probably not deep at all, but it's a one big puddle. Yeah. Lars says Conan looks like the ex-Finnish president, which was a woman, right? Most people probably don't know that. He always says that too, and they put a picture. It's like a pale woman, and he looks like her. Whoa, Stephen O'Connor says there's no electricity in his part of Phnom Penh, so this rain has knocked out the power for some people. I think in my building, when the power goes out, they have a generator built in, so like, but you still notice it. It goes out, and then in like 3 seconds, it all comes back on. Like cha-ching, and then it all comes on, and you could tell the generator kicked in. But I didn't see that happen. Like I think even though we have a generator, my power did not get knocked out where I am. I'm in Sensak, like TK area. Jonathan said in South Africa, he had to learn Afrikaans at school. Yeah, I work with some South African teachers and they talk about that. Flooding's growing. Better start putting some sandbags out here. I'm on the 12th floor, so it's got to get pretty high to get up to my apartment. Lars, thank you, man. I appreciate you. I don't know if you guys can see that. Lars had just donated a super thanks or a super sticker or whatever it is. It looks like a cat. So I was monetized about 1 month ago, and so if you like the channel or you feel like you want to support, that's available there. You can send, you don't have to though. I like to just, this helps keep the channel alive. You get to keep tabs with what's going on here, and we all sort of meet each other in the chat. That's what I think is coolest, when you guys, we start to see the same names and we talk to each other. But sometimes people wonder how they can support. So that's one way you could donate in this chat room whenever I go live. It's not a requirement though. Looks like it's still raining pretty steady, but it's not so hard. It was coming down really hard before. Uh-oh, here they come. Release the hounds. They're really scared. Whenever they come over, they'll come to this side, like when they don't even notice I'm here, and then I make a little move and they all go back to the other side, like they don't even, they're scaredy cats. See, it's getting flooded over there. Oh. Doggies. Doggies. Watch, if I take a step, they'll all run away. Puppies. He's trying to wipe the water off. I'm going to stay over here because if I go over there, then they have to go back out in the rain. That's a good place for them to stand, I guess. So Lars is asking, how much do the students, like parents, have to pay for tuition? I forget how much. The number that's coming up in my head is like $250 a month, but I forget. That's not like something they talk about. I think I found out because I asked a student one time if they know. It's not something that they talk about to the teachers. So I guess school is like, the school year is 10 months, so it would be something like $2,500 a year. A school year. I'm not sure if that's right. So might be a bad answer. And different schools would be different, but my school, it's an international school. You can tell that the kids wear Jordans and they have Apple Watches, and they're like, you could tell their parents picked them up in a Lexus, like they have nice, but there's still a class that exists that's higher than that. So they're like not the richest, but they're pretty middle class and a little bit higher maybe, but they're not the top. There's other schools that are really, like, these aren't rich kids, but their parents are doing really well. But I think there's even another level above where you'd get really rich kids. And not all of them, some of them are more rich than others. You can see other ones have signs that they're not as well off. Good. It looks like it's getting lighter, even though it's raining very steady, but it was like slamming down before. Now it's just... Now it's like a regular rain. Still fully raining though. Lars is asking if ever do random Cambodian girls ever approach me in the daytime and want to go out, like, and he means lunch or a drink, normal girls. No, that doesn't happen. They're very traditional here and like conservative, so it's not that common for a girl to be that outgoing and come up to a stranger and ask them a strange man and ask them out on a date. Unless if they're working, you know what I mean? If you're in a lady bar, then for sure they're all over you. You have girlfriend? You want? And you buy them lady drinks, which cost more, because and if you do that, then you get their time, kind of. They'll keep you company and talk to you. But I never really do that. Maddo says that the last time he paid for schooling a few years ago, it was $400 a month. Jennifer says, hey Tom, I arrived tomorrow morning. Am I allowed to just pop by your school and hand in my resume? Well, all schools in general to just pop into? I don't know about that. It'd be better if you message them on Facebook or email them and they're expecting you, because every single place is usually gated and there's security guys standing there. And they don't just let people in. So you should make an appointment or yeah. If you message me on Facebook, if you message me, I think you were messaging me on Instagram already, whenever, message me somewhere and I can give you there's an email address for my school, like to send for job inquiries. It just so happens another subscriber just asked me about that actually. He was like, where should I email my resume or CV if I wanted to apply to your school? And my school has like 10 campuses in Phnom Penh. So even if it's my school, it doesn't have to be at my campus. It could be at like 8 of the other ones all over the city. But right now I'm like using my phone for this right at the moment. But I could link that to you in like a half an hour. I usually do this for like an hour. I've done 20 minutes so far, so I got probably another half hour, 40 minutes of live stream in me. And then I can send you that link. That's one thing. One time I was looking for jobs, and you just look up schools on Facebook. Most businesses and anything, they use Facebook here as their main website, as their main thing. And you Facebook message them, hello, I've just arrived in Phnom Penh, and I'm writing to you to find out if you have any open teaching positions, and here's my CV. I look forward to hearing from you, or da-da-da-da-da. And then they'll usually answer back with, oh, looks good. What time this week can you come in to have an interview with us? You know what I mean? But you got to start off, you got to reach out first. Because I think the security could keep you out. Oh, Matto, you're coming to Phnom Penh soon? Matto's got a channel too. Right? What's it called? It's Matto's Adventures, says right there. So if you're looking for more content, he's coming to Phnom Penh soon, so. Yeah, like, you could try, I guess, but I don't have any pull. I don't have any authority over that. But I can give you the contact to contact. And then, yeah, if you can, like, if the security lets you in, then you're in. But I don't know. I'm just warning. I don't want to tell you it's all good and then you get stopped or something, or they don't let you in. Because I've had it before when I had appointments even, and they're stopping me, you know what I mean? And then they radio, and then there's a language barrier too, and then someone finally comes out, they actually walk out, and they go, no, it's okay, like, and then they let me in. And that was when I had a job interview, like, appointment. Miami 305. What up? What they do? What is it? What it ain't? You know how it do. You know how it be. Vibing up here in the 303. It's actually the 855. That's how we jive. Phnom Penh's 855. From the 305 to the 855. Tom trips out, keeping live streams alive. You're like, thumbs up. If I give him a thumbs up, he might stop. I'm a musician, but nothing at all to do with rapping at all. I'm a bass player, but so I have a very strong understanding of rhythm and counting, but not at all rapping. That was just a joke. I don't even do rapping at all. You changed your profile pic. Jennifer, no, I'll wait for the details. It's okay. Yeah, I'll give you an email to send it to. There's only 2 weeks left, too, of the normal school year for me, and it's all the school's basically done. It's like, now it's just 2 weeks of review classes, because then exams are coming up. So there's no more, like, new lessons or new information. It's just everything that's on the exam, I'm breaking it up into the exact amount of chunks that are left. So we're going to go over everything we've already learned that's going to be on the exam, and then Then it's exam time, and then I'm not working the summer, so then I'm off. So it's only like 2 weeks left of just review classes, so that's easy. And then the next week or two is just teachers just have to stand in the room while they do exams, and you have to watch so they don't cheat, and they write stuff on the back of their leg, or they try to hide notes in their pencil case, or there's all kinds of, before you get there, they'll try to write answers on the wall, like in the room, high up on the wall with pencil, and then later on, they're like looking around the room trying to see, like, you got to find all this stuff. And then after that, I'm free man. Jennifer says, so good time to apply for possible July 1st. Maybe, but summer school, yeah, you can get hired at any time. So if a school needs a person, then they'll be happy to take you. Just sometimes, like summer school has a different set of classes that they're doing, and then they organize that. They're organizing that already. Like the teachers already know right now what summer school classes they'll have and all this stuff. So then you might come and apply, and they'll be like, well, we've already like set out the schedule for the summer, so how's September sound? But all you need is somewhere where they're short a teacher, and you're in there you're in there instantly. But that would be my only fear. They've already had to start creating the schedule for summer already, so that without meeting you yet. But maybe what they've had to do is overload the remaining teachers, and then all of a sudden you apply and they go, oh, thank God, this will be great. Now we don't have to give every teacher like 2 extra ones. We can put all that surplus on this new teacher, and then it's all more even for everybody, that kind of thing. You never know like what situation is going on in what school and Yeah, Lars is naming all the places he wants to visit. I have videos on all these places. Not Priya Vihir, I don't know that one, but look in my playlist, I have videos on lots of different towns. Battambang is cool too. I have a video on a crocodile farm too, and it started getting a lot of hits because in the news, just recently a crocodile farmer like fell into his own crocodile thing and got killed by his own crocodiles. And the article I saw said Siem Reap, and the one I went to was in Battambang, so I think it's not the exact same one, but because it's in the news, people are watching my crocodile farm video. But it's only like 60, 70 kilometers away from Siem Reap, so maybe they were just generalizing, and what if it was the same farm, and they're just naming the closest, biggest city, and they're just, it's Siem Reap, and what if it was that farm? I don't know. I don't know if it was or not. Lollipop Cop, hey. Yeah, Lars said he saw that in the news and he was thinking of my video. Yeah, so I don't know if that's the same place. They said Siem Reap in the thing, and I was like an hour away from Siem Reap, but... Yeah, the rain's starting to lighten up now. Check out the puddle. I'd almost call it just a drizzle now. So it's just what I said. It's like intense for an hour and a half, and then it lights up, and then it goes away, and then you'd be surprised how fast the road dries up too. Parking lot's really flooded. Oh, Lars saying about the crocodile thing that the news said it's happened many times before. So how would you like that? Walk through that lake to your car. Yeah, Matto says, well, we eat crocodiles, so they can eat us back then. And we use their skin for suitcases and leather and stuff. I guess it's not really raining too bad anymore. Yeah. Lars says he doesn't know if I want a meet and greet. What do you think, guys? I'll also give a direct cash donation without YouTube. Yeah, you could be, I'll make a video, or we could just go live. That's the easiest. I don't have to even edit. You could just, I'll go live and you could be having a beer with me or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, if any of you come here and then we meet briefly or whatever, I can turn on the old phone and we'll go live, even if it's not a whole hour. I know I do these for an hour, but we can just have it can be any amount of time we want. 15, 20 minutes, have a beer. These dogs look so confused. Yeah, it's clearing up now. It's even getting brighter out. That's good, because I need to go to, I mentioned it at the start of this live stream. My real plan for this live stream was supposed to be to go to that restaurant and get ribs. The one where I got tacos, they're doing ribs today for $5 with a beer. But because of that crazy rain, I was about to leave right when I started this live stream, and it was just insane rain. So I thought, oh, I'll just do a live stream on the rain. I was going to do that, and then after that, I was going to go to a welcome dinner for the Tesla course I took. The new class that's starting this month. They all landed yesterday, and then tonight is like a welcome dinner for all the students. And I have 2 people in that class that were Top Trips Out subscribers that used me as a referral, and now they're here, and there's a welcome dinner tonight. So I was going to do the ribs and then go to that welcome dinner and make a proper video, like not a live stream, but a video a bunch and then edit it together into a video. So then any of you that are about to do it, or you're thinking of it, or you could see like real people that are on day 1, day 2, and I'll talk to them and see what they say, and like. So I'm doing that later tonight at like 6 o'clock. And yeah, I wanted the rain to stop by then. Those poor people, they're just getting their first impression of Cambodia, and then it's like a monsoon when we're trying to go down. It's on the same street as their hotel, so they have to like walk down the street like 1 block to get to this dinner, and you would have got soaked if it was the monsoon, but it looks like it's stopping now. They're whining. Stop whining. They want to go back inside. All right, Lars. He says it's not going to be $10 or $20. He thinks that I deserve more. Well, that's up to you. I don't expect anything. There's no minimum I expect or anything I expect. So it's all appreciated. What really helps me is if we can grow the channel, or if we click like on a lot of my videos, so then, because I don't know if you know this, like when you open YouTube and it's your homepage, YouTube has like picked a bunch of things to show you on your homepage. And when you're a small channel like me, my little videos will only show up on maybe 500 people's homepage in the whole world. And out of those 500, maybe only 10% will actually click on my thing. You know what I mean? Now, if you click like on a lot of my videos and people are watching them for a long time without clicking away, and they are sharing them and stuff like that, then YouTube's algorithm goes, oh my God, we need to show these videos to more than just 500 home pages. We got to show it to 5,000 home pages and see how many people click on it then. And then if that does well, it's always measuring you, right? Then it'll show it to 10,000 home pages. But if no one's clicking like and no one's engaging at all, then they look at my content like it's a dud, and they're like, well, he doesn't deserve to be on more than 500 screens because people aren't even liking it. People aren't watching the whole thing. So then there could be people out there that are dying to find out how they can get over here and work, and they're not going to be exposed to my video because YouTube's only showing it to a tiny amount of people at a time until we can prove that people like my videos, and then it might try to show it to more people. Yeah, Lars says I get hundreds of new followers in a short time. Sometimes. I think the average, it shows you in your YouTube thing like what you get in a month, and it's always showing you an average of that. And I get about 80 a month, I'd say, new subscribers. So that's not even 3 a day. If it was 3 people a day, it would be 90. So it's like two and a half people a day I subscribe. It doesn't happen like that, though. It'll be like 3 days of no one subscribing, and then all of a sudden like 9 people subscribe, and then 2-3 days of no one, and then like 10 people subscribe. It comes in bursts. Yeah, meetup. Especially, it's really busy now at school. You probably know because you teach. Because right now it's I have to finish all the last marking and then enter in all the scores for the report card. And then the exams, there's like 200 exams I have to mark. And then it's all over by like June 23rd. So it's like a month, less than 1 month away. And after that day, I'm just completely free. Every single day is a day off. While I'm doing YouTube and bands and stuff. So in regards to like a hangout or meetup, then July is the way better time for me. So it's only like 3 weeks away, 3-4 weeks away. Yeah, Lars said, I ended up finding that out too. He said, I was talking about super meats in another live chat. It's a place South African people talk about, and I didn't know, is it a grocery butcher or is it a restaurant? And Lars looked into it and said it's both. You can eat there and you can buy meat and take it home and cook it. And I also found that out. I asked my fellow teachers at school, and they told me that it's mostly a grocery store butcher, and then I think on Saturday or Friday they do like a backyard barbecue, and you could eat there. It's also a restaurant. Lollipop Cop says, will I be vlogging in Canada? Yeah, I will. I think what I'm going to do is during July I'm free, so I have way more time to make videos, so I'm going to bank a few and schedule them to post. So like while I'm gone, there'll be Cambodia content still appearing every week, like at least once a week. Because I'm only gone for 3.5 weeks. So if I made 3 extra videos, I could still just, and kept them in my back pocket, and then you can schedule them on YouTube to show up on a certain date. They'll post on a certain date. So I was gonna like post date 3 videos, which is not a huge task, like when you have a whole month off. So while I'm in Canada, there's at least 1 a week going. I could probably do 5 or something even. But yeah, and then while I'm in Canada, I want to do like 1 or 2, especially when I'm on my way to Toronto. I'm first landing in Vancouver, and I'm going to be there for a little while, and I'm going to meet one of my friends in Vancouver. And I asked them, are you okay if I make a video with, and they're like, yeah. So I'm going to make a video in Vancouver, and then probably 2 while I'm in Toronto. Lars asks, am I leaving soon to Canada? It's like July 26th, I think. Yeah, so 2 months. Moonlight Mist says, regarding I had talked about my electricity bill jumping almost to triple, and it went from like $30 to $85, and I still haven't got it checked out yet. And my agent guy was telling me that he's like, that's normal. Everyone's been complaining about that this month, and that's normal. And that was making me really mad that he was trying to tell me that's normal, that it's all of a sudden triple, like as if I'm stupid. But after I've calmed down more, I'm sort of realizing and talking to other people that it kind of is. But I could expect it to rise. Like, I understand how that's normal, but by 300% is what makes me upset. Like, it can't be by that much, but it tripled. So she's saying, or Moonlight Mist and Memories is saying, they heard about my electricity bill jumping. Doesn't matter where you live in Cambodia. March, April, May, your bill spikes upward despite the same amount of usage. It happens everywhere. Then Lars is asking Stephen, is Harry's on Riverside? Is that a good place? Stephen had mentioned they do $5 meals there too. Jennifer said her electricity bill doubled in Bangkok. I know, but I talked to some teachers at school, and theirs was higher, but not like as much. Mine's usually $30, and it was 55 more than that. So it was almost triple. It's almost triple. So how could it be what I usually pay and then plus $55 more? Like, or what I usually pay plus what I usually pay and then plus what I usually pay. That's what it was this month. Like, I'm never at work all day. I'm not even here. I sleep with my air conditioner on, but that's why it goes up to $30. It doesn't mean that's going to be $85. Like, I've been here for like 9 months too, 8 months or something. And they're like, oh, go ask the management. And I think it's when they take the reading, they take a picture. So, but what's that going to do? So they'll show me the picture and say, there you go. And I'll say, well, F me then, right? Like, you just have to hope that the picture says something less and they messed up typing it in or something. But what's the chance of that? Lars, again. Thank you. Lars sent a 99 euro, I guess. I don't know what that thing is. I mean, 0.99. 0.99 cents or whatever. Euro cents. Jennifer says her electricity is usually 18 USD, now 37. And you never use AC, only fan. Yeah, I think it's cheaper in Thailand too. So you're like, probably the amount that it's saying that you've used, the amount of kilowatts is probably saying that you use triple, but it only doubles the price because you pay less per kilowatt, I think. In Cambodia, it's really expensive, I think, because they get their electricity from Thailand, I think, and they have to pay for it. That's why it's 25 cents a kilowatt here. I don't know what it is in Bangkok. So it's like, so what he sent was €1, which is like 1,000 Canadian dollars. No, just joking. It's more than $1 in Canada, that's for sure. Oh, dollar and euro are about the same. Yeah, so it's like, appreciate you. You're my biggest supporter probably, besides the guy that there was one guy once that sent me like $60 in one live stream. Moonlight, I feel your pain, but the utility company controls the wattage and your meter will actually speed up during those months. but it actually happens. Well, you know, and there's no point in being mad. Like, what can I do about it? It's like now I don't even want to fight it. I'm moving out of here. I only have 1 more month left here too, so I'm just like so sick of this place. I don't even want to talk to them. I'd want to just pay it, but it's just, especially because I'm not working in the summer, I'm really into this thing of like trying to make extra money in my side hustles and then save all my money, and I'm watching every penny, and then all of a sudden $55 just right, like $55 for nothing, for just existing in my apartment the way I always do. And it's just, and you're like, is that right? And they go, yep. No, I send a bank transfer. It's basically stopped raining now. Barely. Do you guys know why Snoop Dogg carries an umbrella? If you know, put it in the comment. Why does Snoop Dogg carry an umbrella? Jonathan Tan. Finally able to make it to one of my lives. Appreciate it. Money is raining. So I asked, why does Snoop Dogg carry an umbrella? And Lars says, because money is raining? No. So why does Snoop Dogg carry an umbrella? For drizzle. For when it drizzles. My nizzle. If you don't know, Lars, drizzle is one of the words we use to describe rain. But it also sounds like a word Snoop Dogg would say. Drizzle. And my bizzle and my whizzle. Malcolm says, what does school close? What is... Do you mean when? Malcolm, I don't understand what you're asking. What? Oh, when? So, well, it stays open all year in my school, but in the summer it's separate. It's summer school. So the last day of the regular season or the regular school year is, I think, June 23rd at my school. Every school could do it however they want, so it can be different, but it should be all around the same. But it's like June 13th to June 23rd is the exam week, and then when that's over, I guess I have to mark them all, and then that's it. Once they're done getting marked, that's it. Then there's like a week off after exams, and then summer school starts, and during that week off, teachers still have to come to school and do nothing basically. And that's when you would like mark all the exams. That's when you would start preparing your lessons for the summer school and all that. But I'm not doing summer school, so I'll probably show up for one day of that and just mark all as soon as I'm done marking all the exams, I'll use whatever vacation days I've left just to lay out the rest of that week, and then I'm not doing summer school. So I'll just, as soon as all my responsibilities are done, so it'll be like June 23rd or maybe around that day, then school's over and then summer school will start, and I'm not going to be there in the summer. Moonlight, I look at electricity hike as a yearly payout, and considering the cheap rents we enjoy, I just let it slide. Yeah. Now, I was upset that, so to me it looked like like a crazy mistake. And then I bring it up to my guy, and he tries to, so I'm convinced it's an insane mistake. And his answer to me is, that's normal. Why, just accept that. You know what I mean? And so I was too emotional at that time to hear that answer. I was like, it's not normal, it's triple. Are you serious? Like, so, but I'm starting to realize now. Lars, thank you again. I appreciate you. This will help. Basically, what you've sent is exactly going to cover my I have to go out to that dinner later to meet the AVSE recruits in the welcome dinner, and what you've sent will cover all my transportation, like going there and coming back home. So that's wicked. Thank you. Well, actually, all this money, it goes to a different account, and then I have to send it to my Canada bank account because it's where you're from, where it goes. So when I go back to Canada in August, then I'm going to withdraw it all, because then there's no fee because I'm right there, and I'll withdraw it out in cash, and just when I fly back, I'll just bring the cash with me, like physically. So I don't actually like have your money right now, but it's all going in the pot. So Matto says a few years ago, at the apartment he paid his utility to the landlord, and the landlord charged so much more. So that was a lesson for him. The landlord was probably charging like more than it actually costs. The lens looked dirty there. Oh, we got 14 people. So yeah, if you're interested in living over here and becoming a teacher, there's a link in the description to take the course I took, AVSE. And tonight I'm going to the welcome dinner. So sometime this week there'll be a video where you can see all the new class that just came in like yesterday. They'll probably be all excited and bright-eyed and ready to start their new life here. Lars, bro, thank you so much. It's showing me in Canadian, you've donated $13.84 in Canadian. And sometimes also people will ask me about, hey, you should do a video about how to find an apartment, or you should do a video at Siem Reap or something. And I have these videos made already. It was maybe 6 months ago or 8 months ago, so they don't see them right now. So after this live stream, you could go to my playlists, and they're organized. There's one for every town I've been to: Battambang, Siem Reap, Sihanoukville, the island, Korong. There's Kep. All the different places. There's apartment videos, then there's restaurants and markets, hotels, and how-to playlists, like all the things you need when you're coming here and starting up, like how to find your apartment, how to get a job, how to go find work clothes for your job interview, like stuff like that. So like I would suggest check out my playlist, and then if you can, like hit like on my videos and share it to people you think are interested in this stuff. Because the more likes people click on it, then YouTube will start to believe, hey, we should maybe show this guy's content to more people's home pages. Right now I'm only showing up on a few hundred people's homepage when they open YouTube. And then out of that, only a tiny percent will click on my thing. But if we all start clicking like on my videos, then we can convince YouTube, hey, let's scale up the amount of impressions. That's what they call that when it shows up on someone's screen. Because if they could like multiply it by 10, then I could really help more people. You know what I mean? And then these live streams would be more fun too. We'd have tons of people. We'd have a party going. John Paul. Hey, Tom, just joining now. How's the apartment hunting? Are you moving before you go or after? I'm moving before I go. So I'm moving like in the first week of July or so. That's when I'm going to be looking and moving in. And then I leave July 26th. So like I'll only be in the new apartment for 2 weeks and then I'll be gone for 3 weeks. And then come back. But it's smarter to do it that way because then I'll have a place to put all my stuff while I'm gone. You know, I would have had to leave it at a friend's place or something. And then when I come back, if I didn't already have an apartment, I'd have to start off maybe a week in a hotel or something. And then you're almost getting close to spending the amount of an apartment at that point if you're getting a hotel for a week. So it's just smarter to get an apartment. And I'm really excited to get away from this area and get into the cool area. Moonlight says, Phnom Penh, such a fun city, so many places to eat, great food, fun markets to explore, live music. It's very affordable. Yeah. So now during this live stream, the rain has basically stopped. Now it's like just spitting, a little bit more than spitting, we call it. You can see in the puddle. So it shouldn't be too bad at the dinner later. Probably it'll totally stop by then. Yeah, Matto says a hotel for 5 days equals a month's rent. So there you go. Like, then I don't have to worry about paying storage for some of my stuff or leaving it at a friend's house or something. Or I actually have my current place ends on July 22nd, which is only 4 days before I leave. But I want to leave this place so bad. I don't care about an overlap. So on June 22nd is the last time I pay rent, and then on the 27th I'll get a paycheck. So I think right from June 27th when that pay lands, then I can start looking for places, because then if I find one, I can lay down a deposit right on the spot. And even though there's like 3 weeks left at my old place, I want to get out of here so badly. And especially because I'm free all of July, so I want to be free in that amazing neighborhood, not stuck here I'm like Rapunzel in a tower in the middle of nowhere here. So I want to get my butt over to the awesome, cool area with all the places to play and arts and musicians and stuff. So that when I'm free all of July, I have all of that at my fingertips, you know? So it'll probably be by the first week of July, I'll be in a new place. And then all July I can enjoy that for 2-3 weeks and then come to Canada. And then when I come back, it's all waiting for me. Lars says, hope I see that tarantula eating video on the members page. Yeah. I'll probably put it there first and then make it available to everyone. Because I sort of promised on my way up from just beginning as a channel, I promised everyone I would make that video. So I think I have to, for the tarantula, I have to make that free too, but I could make it first for members, get the first peek at it, and then after a week or two, make it free. And that way too, people that are free can see the type of stuff they're missing, that they could see what type of videos they'll be missing if they don't sign up. I might make one tonight. There's bars in Phnom Penh will sell balloons that they give to you, and then you breathe it in. And I'm not going to go on any more than that. You'll have to watch the videos, but people pay for that. And because that's something that is kind of adult, and I wouldn't want little kids to see that, so or find out about what it is or what I'm talking about. So that'll be something on the members page that'll be first, I think. John Paul says, Lars, looks like you're the top donor now. Thank you, Lars. Another $3. Well, there was one time a guy, his name on YouTube was called Just Ask. And it was when I was at Prince Brewery, and he was asking me about wheelchair accessibility in washrooms here. And I explained that it's not very good and for that, and they don't really take that into consideration in the washrooms here. And he sent me $50, and then he sent $10 after that. So that guy holds the craziest record, but like that's just ridiculous. But besides that, I think Lars, yeah, for sure, and you've been in every live stream, and you watch every video, and you comment, and the other person was like a one-hit wonder. But I still appreciate everyone. I got to do that too. I promised that person I would I said, that's a good idea for a video. I could show different bars and walk into the bathrooms, and you can see what it would be like at all different places and stuff. He wanted to know, is there like a double wide stall? Is there like accessible for the wheelchair and stuff? And there's many where the bathroom's just on the main floor, so that's fine. But when you get in there, there's probably not much room, and it might be, they can get dirty quickly and stuff. And like, I don't think it's a good place for someone trying to maneuver in a wheelchair and stuff. Beauty Gimba says, I'm late. Hi, Tom, watching from South Africa. Yeah, I was going to end it pretty soon. It's been just over an hour now. I've been doing it. My phone will die. But I was showing we had crazy rain, and now it's basically stopped now. I'm out from the overhang now, and I'm not getting wet at all. So that's what I mean. It probably rained for like maybe 2 hours tops, and I caught the last hour. So that's good, it stopped. Hopefully it doesn't start again. I'm just out in front of my own building. I was gonna go get ribs, but at the time I wanted to leave, it was like crazy rain. And I didn't even bother ordering a tuk-tuk because they kind of go find a place to park and hang out and hide out when it rains like that. These crazy flies following me right now. And then even if you can get one, the price surges when it rains too. And then when you get in there, it's not watertight, you know what I mean? You'll get rain flying in from the sides. And they have flaps, they try to flap down and zip up, but it sucks. So you get kind of wet and it's cold. Then it gets to a red light, and now you feel cold because you're wet and the wind is coming through there, and it sucks going in a tuk-tuk when it's really storming hard. Like, that's why a lot of them don't even drive. So I was like, scratch that idea. I'll just stand in front of my place and show the rain. Lars says, when's the next live stream? I don't know. Probably Thursday. Definitely. Well, like Thursdays, I go to the open mic at that Cloud Bar, and so I like to time it on a day when I'm already getting a tuk-tuk to go out somewhere, right? Because then it's getting two birds with one stone. So like Thursday, I'm going out, so definitely Thursday, but there's a chance maybe sometime earlier, but. Like this video right now we'll post today. I like to do a video almost every other day, or sometimes like every third day if I'm busy or whatever. But so one today, and then there should be one by Tuesday, which could be the video I make tonight at that dinner. You know what I mean? And then 2 days later is Thursday, and that's when I said I could do the live. And then it's the weekend again, and then I have time to make another one. So So yeah, it might be Thursday. I was going to ask you guys, someone brought that up in the last live stream. He's like, you should live stream every single day and just, even if you have nothing to say, just turn it on when you get home from work and hang out with everyone. And I was like, no one's going to watch it every single day because you need some days to go by. So I have updates and things that happen to talk about. But what do you think? And or how many times a week? So I was thinking maybe I could take that person's advice and go not every day, but like 3 times a week. It's very easy to go live. I don't have to edit a video after. I just set aside an hour to talk to you guys. So do you think, how often in 1 week do you think I should go live? How many times in a week? What I was gonna do is put a poll on the, on the YouTube wall, like on my community page. I can make a poll and say, how many times should I go live? This many, this many, this many, and see what people click on. Yeah, Lars says not single days, 2 or 3 times a week. Yeah, I was originally doing about two. Like one on the weekend and one on Thursday. And then during the weekend, I try to film enough to make 2 real videos, and then you post those throughout the week, and then that plus the live on Thursday. Now you've made it to the weekend again, and you just keep repeating that. But guys, like as I told you, when the school year is over, I'll just be free every single day. Like that's so much time. In a day, I could probably make 2 or 3 videos in a day if I spent all day doing it, like as if it was a job. I bet you I could make 3 in 1 day. Definitely 2. So what if I was making 2 every day, but I'm only posting 1 every 3 days? I would start to bank up a lot. Like, it's tough to keep at it at that pace all the time, but like some days, if it's like a nice day and I wake up and I'm all good, I could make 3 in 1 day, and then the next 3 days do nothing, and then schedule those to post, just sit at home and edit them and stuff, go live. Do you have something weekly, social calendar where you go? Thanks to you, I found out about Speakeasy. Yeah, I go to, it's called Cloud Bar, like a cloud in the sky. Cloud Bar on Thursday night. They do an open mic that's really good, and they do stuff all different nights of the week. It's all people that go to that bar go on many nights of the week. Like I usually go only on Thursday because I live far away from there, but when I move, I'm going to be a regular at that place, Cloud Bar, and it's very close to Basak Lane, which is basically like 20 little clubs and restaurants all in one little side street, and that's a really awesome place to walk through. Yeah. And YouTubers talk about that. When you try to go too much at once, you burn out, and then you have to find a balance. Also, like people's time zones, right? Like when I post one video, even like 24 hours later, or yeah, like sometimes you need 48 hours for like everyone in the world to have had a chance to see it. You know what I mean? It's hard to explain because of time zones. And then plus not everyone, maybe they were busy that night and they're not going to check till the next night. And if I'm posting a video every single day, then they all of a sudden they took 1 night off from watching me, and now they got to catch up because I've been posting too many at once. Like, that's why it's okay to have like 48 hours in between, or maybe in those 48 hours just put a short, a YouTube short. So at least you see, if you guys are bored and you're a fan, then you see, okay, at least he put something there, or I could put a picture or a little status update, like doing this later, or and here's a picture of it, or here's a YouTube short. But like I think if you post more often than having 48 hours in between the videos, some people don't even use YouTube every day. Some people don't even use it every day. So then maybe they wait 3 or 4 days and they turn it on, and then all of a sudden there's going to be like 4 videos they haven't seen, and then there'll be so many they won't go back and watch. They'll watch only the newest one. So it's I don't think it's a bad thing to leave like 48 hours in between videos. They even say doing 1 a week steady is good. So imagine every 48 hours is like doing 3 a week. Yeah, Matto, that's where I'm going to move. Basak and BKK1. I want to be able to just not have to take tuk-tuks all the time, but have gigs. I could just walk over with my bass or my guitars, and or if I want to just, even if I'm not playing, if I want to watch other people and you want to be connected as part of the music scene, I don't have to pay like $3 tuk-tuk each way just to be there and then start buying beers. Like I can just walk over, be there for 20 minutes, have one drink, say hi to everyone, and then go back home. It's not such a huge commitment of my time and money when I'm living right next to it. It would be so much better. Eric said, Lars made good donations today, encouraging Tom to do more live streams. Yeah, I love it. I would do it anyways. I have a long way to go. I'm not stopping now. These should be forced bun for you either. I stayed at the end of Basak Lane for years back then, Maddo said. Yeah. I think it's changed a lot now. Now that's like the center of all the activity now is Basak Lane. I heard it used to be not as popular. It was just starting to be popular back in the day. Now it's like crowded. That's the place where everybody goes now. It's Basak Lane. It's the most crowded. So is there anything else you guys want to know?